Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are looking at Metaverse and I will be looking at 3 coins which I think are pretty good to hold for the Metaverse category, and I will also explain why the Metaverse is not dead and it's becoming relevant again. So the market size of AR and VR headsets is actually growing pretty fast. If you look at this is a research statistics where it says that we'll have around 142 billion market size in by 2032. Whether if this is true or not, we have yet to know. But if you look at the competition is actually increasing. We had Apple Vision Pro, which means that we'll have a lot of big manufacturers coming into the VR headsets market, and we also had a pretty big announcement from the Meta. So Meta is basically opening up their Horizon OS to the third parties. We have Asus and Lenovo actually making their first their new headsets with this Horizon OS. So basically Meta is trying to become an Android for the VR headsets, and we have also the Apple Vision Pro, which is basically like iOS. So I think this will actually this is pretty good news, because we may see a pretty low prices for the headsets in the future, and I think because of this we will have a lot of cheaper alternatives to the Quest. As you can see, the Quest is pretty expensive, so I don't think many people can actually afford it. But I think if we see a manufacturer, or if we see a VR headset with a Meta or Horizon OS, I think that will be a pretty big thing. And of course, as the competition grows, we will also have a lot more user base because of low prices, and I think that will end up becoming a very much beneficial for the Metaverse coins such as Sandbox and others. So I think that is what we are aiming for here, and I think this will be the reason why we will see a lot of growth in the Metaverse coins. So of course the first coin which I'm looking at for the Metaverse is the Sandbox. So this is basically their map. As you can see, we have a pretty big growth. We have a pretty big players such as Ubisoft, and we even have a Galaxy. We have a lot of, as you can see, we have a lot of metaverses in the Sandbox universe, and I think this will actually end up getting most of the benefit once we see a lot of adoption for the VR headsets in the future. Is I think we'll see a lot of VR headsets once we have many cheaper options available with Horizon OS, and I think that will be a next big leap for the VR headsets. As of now, if you look here, the coin itself, I think this one is due for a pump. As of now, it's not doing that great. If you look here, so it's far from its all-time high, and it's not going up that much. So I think it will actually go up once we have a little bit, if once we have a slightly good news, or even if we see a big growth coming in from the Horizon OS VR headsets. So as of now, I think the best entry for this coin is around 32 to 27 cent. If you are able to get this entry, I think that will be a pretty massive entry, and we can enter lower if it does go lower, but I think this will be a biggest bounce back point. And after hitting this one, I think we could go higher to 80 level or even more than that. And I think for the future, I think this coin could actually hit even $20 or even higher than that once we see more adoption and more increase in the market size of VR headsets. So this coin does have a problems in the short run, because if you look at circulating supply, it's around 2.25 billion, and we still have around 700 million to go, and out of which most of it is going towards company reserves, team advisors, and I think that means we may see a sell pressure from a team or even advisors, and it could also come from the company reserves, because the reserves could be used to increase their ecosystem. That means we may see slight sell pressure, but that all sell pressure will go away. I think after 2025 we will have most of its supply in the circulation. That means we won't see that much sell pressure coming up, and I think that's a pretty good thing for this coin. And I think this coin does have a pretty bright future once we see more adoption towards Metaverse. So the second coin is actually called Render. You might be surprised that this is an AI coin, but believe me, this is also top coin in the Metaverse. As you can see, this is the biggest coin in the Metaverse industry. The reason being that they are actually rendering the metaverse. So basically I think it involves a GPU and how the render actually works. But if you look here, this is there actually, it is rendered by the metaverse. It is rendered by the render network. As you can see, these are pretty massive and good graphics, as you can see. So I think this coin will be one of the top coin once the metaverse does go up. And of course, this is also an AI coin, so that is another factor this coin has. So I think this coin has a pretty good future, but as of now it has gone so much up, so I think we need a slight correction for this coin. And if the market does go down, I think we are looking at $3 to $1.6 point, or if not, I think we can actually enter once it does go around here. This one is a pretty good one. So I think the first entry, which could be a pretty good one, is around here. So around $6 and 5.8. If not, I think we could actually enter around 5.3 or $5. If not, I think we do have a pretty good entry below here. So these are the entry point which I'm looking at for the render, and I think this one will be also as big as or even bigger than other coins, such and it could even become big cap. So the big caps are those with the top 10 market cap, and I think render could actually become one if the metaverse see a lot of growth, and same goes for the AI. So the last coin is called OriginTrail, and I think this coin is still undervalued. It only has market cap of around 372 million. This coin is actually a pretty interesting coin because it is in the AI category. We also have metaverse, interoperability, we have real world assets, we even have a deepen, and we also have a decentralized science. So I think this coin does have a lot of potential. So they also have a pretty big partners, such as including Walmart, Food and Safety Center. We also have Polkadot, we have Google, we have Oracle, and we have even I think this one is they are also partnered with next generation of computers. So I think they have a pretty good partners, and I think that is actually big for them. So for the metaverse, what they are doing, they are basically, just a second, so where are we? So yes, so here we are. So their metaverse is actually called TRACverse. So basically they are combining AI, and so they are basically combining graph NFTs and integration with the decentralized knowledge graph. So their biggest technology is actually knowledge graph, which is here. So that does have a lot of hype. So beside that, they are actually combining AI as well. So we have verifiable omniverse, and they have a pretty big thing going on around their metaverse, and I think this coin is going to be a game changer in the future as well. As of now, it does not have that much market cap, but its market cap is growing rapidly, as you can see. If you look at if you look at here, it actually went from 22 cent towards as high as 1.1. I think it went, just a second, I will try to open here. So we have a track, we are on the Coinbase right now. So if you look here, this coin actually went, just a second, I will open that. So it went from 21 cent to as high as $1.5. So as of now, it's actually in the correction, and it did see a perfect retest around here. So it did a retest around 65 to 66 cent, and I think we still need more correction from this coin before we can actually enter in this coin. As of now, it has gone a lot of, so I think we do have a pretty good entry point around 49 to 42 cent. If not, we also have a pretty good entry point around 66 to 65 cent. I think this coin does have a lot of potential, and it's in the metaverse as well as AI, as well as the third one, as well as in the real world assets. So I think this one does have a lot of potential, and it does not have that much low market cap, and I think this coin could actually hit $6 or even $10 in the future once it does go above that. So in terms of its circulating supply, it does have around 100 million supply yet to come out, so you have to keep that in mind. So this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.